Hey, welcome everyone to the Sketch Zone podcast. We're doing some new things this week, and so your patience will be greatly appreciated. However, I'm Carlos, and with us this week, you guys, we're going to be hanging out with a few of our friends, and we're going to be doing some animating live on that Callipeg app. With that being said, let's go ahead and welcome one of our friends from the Callipeg team. You guys welcome Benjamin. Yeah, raise the roof, son. We might as well go ahead and get in the pre-birthday boy. You guys welcome Travis.
Got me a double.
Attaboy. That's how you do that.
Mm-hmm.
We might as well go ahead and we might as well go. Hang on. We might as well go ahead and welcome some of our regulars. Charlie B. Williams III.
What's up, Sketch Zone Nation? I'm here. Happy to be here once again. Yes, I'm surrounded by 2D-ness this week.
You are.
Yeah,
you're outnumbered.
Just to let everyone know, next week we have 3D and experiential folks coming to hang out.
It'll be a great time. But like, this will be cool. This program's awesome. So yeah.
Speaking of 2D folks, let's welcome Jack Kasperzak.
Yes, thank you.
So before we go too deep, Jack, can you please explain to the people why you may or may not be drawing in Callipeg this week?
Oh, no. So this grand plan was to have all these awesome folks on and discuss this app that clearly our podcast has an obsession with.
Mind you, I have high expectations for you too.
Yes. And we were all going to be drawing in this app with our iPads. And 2 nights ago, my dog chewed off the tip of my Apple Pencil. So I replaced it with the new nib, but that did not work. It is totally like gnawed in.
Oh, so it doesn't work?
So, even though I'm supposed to be social distancing and wearing a mask and a radiation suit and all that, I went out to look for one. And believe it or not, there are none available in the entire radius of Los Angeles. I have a feeling.
Wow.
I have a feeling that there's a conspiracy going on.
Okay,
or Apple, more logically, because China is having difficulties, they're not producing these things anymore. Because even the Apple Store does not have them. So I was able to find one in a weird backstock Best Buy online, and they said it was going to be here today, and I was very excited. Well, this is what I have today. So I will not be animating on my iPad.
Can we like wrap that in duct tape or something, or it just doesn't work at all?
No,
Band-Aids.
It just doesn't.
A whole bunch of Band-Aids.
I feel for you. I mean, there must be between Apple Pencils missing and flour to make sourdough bread. It's a conspiracy. Right. Oh, absolutely.
What's going on?
Speaking of flour, what a wonderful transition. That's what I was hoping to do. Do something nice and simple.
So Jack can animate a flour sack.
Yeah, you know how that works. But yeah, like some of the old documentaries and stuff for the 2D animators for like Disney and stuff. We might know one or two of those guys. But one of the things that I remember learning about these guys would be just for like a fun exercise. They would animate a character, and then whoever made the people laugh, for example, whoever made all of the artists laugh the most would win their little competition. So not necessarily, we're not trying to make people laugh, because everyone knows at least my jokes are not that good, but
that was good, Carlos. Hilarious.
I think that
my laugh was so aggressive.
You
should have had a laugh clap.
Jack, I love you so much.
Zero respect. Zero. None. But hey, so I wanted to see if we could get this band of misfits together and like animate some flour sacks and stuff. Why
You look like a
flour
flower
sacks? Anyone in
Yeah,
the panel?
Travis. Why? Why the flour sack?
Because it matters.
Why does it matter?
Because fundamentally, it is the foundation in which we use stretch and squash, or squash and stretch. You can. It helps you to practice personality, getting your gestures and posing down within the flour sack itself. Just imagine the flour sack as your body, and each end being arms and legs. And
Look, I know we all got chubby in quarantine, but you don't need to call us flour sack.
you are a tight.
I thought you were gonna say stout. I thought
Stout.
Whoa.
you are a tight flower sack.
You are tight.
I love it.
There's no stretch and squash with you, man. I just want to hug Jack right now.
You're a long drink of flour sack.
I'm just gonna keep drinking, guys. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
this may be awesome.
why might Travis be drinking? Because he's celebrating because tomorrow he says farewell to the 40s.
Farewell. 40s. I'm gonna be 50. 50.
Yeah. Hey, so what we can do, if you think about this, what we can do is sing happy birthday to you 2 times and wash our hands. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, okay. That's embarrassing. Okay.
Those are the rules, right? You
But
you
you
sing
guys
happy
you
birthday
guys need
2
to sing
times
happy
while you're
birthday.
washing your hands.
Okay.
I got this Blair Witch project
totally
thing
just-
happening.
You do. What's moving? Is someone else moving it for you?
I'm holding it and I'm getting tired.
Oh no!
That's what she said.
Wow, it got really quiet. It got
told
so
you.
uncomfortably
I
quiet.
told you.
Chocha's got her headphones on over there. She can't hear us.
Good. Tell her not to remove them at all.
She's
for the
literally
next
watching TV
little
right
bit.
now in the room. She's like, I can go to the other room. I go, no. She's got her headphones on. She's got the subtext down there, you know.
Oh, she's totally zoned you out.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
she's got her headphones on. She's good.
Yeah. So, real quick before we get started yet again, quick little shout out to Fruity YT or Fruit YT, Scribbler80, Junie Vlogs. Hello everyone, Jean-Luc. Hello, nice to see-
Landon.
I was hanging out with Jean-Luc earlier today while we were watching Travis's stream. If you can hear my voice, listen to me. Find Sketch to Animate or go to sketch2animate.com. Sign up for their newsletter, subscribe to his channel, do all that stuff. My man is working on some good stuff. Don't tell him I told you that, though.
Oh, I won't tell him.
Yeah, we don't want to keep him humble.
Although I got to tell you, you guys were like, you know, really giving Scribbler props. And I told you I like the name, and I found out I was already following him on Instagram.
Yeah,
I love it.
I
love his stuff.
He's all right. We don't want
Yeah,
his
he's,
head to
you
get
know, he's
all
good.
big
You know,
either.
from
Scribbler? Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right. Come on.
He's good on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
but not on a Thursday.
Yeah. Thursday time is up. Okay, so this is what we're planning on doing now that the witty banter is slowly whittling down to nothing. We have the old trusty Sketch Zone fun prompter.
Yeah, tried and true.
Oh wow.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, and so for character, obviously we're gonna have a flour sack.
Ooh, can I pick the rest of them? Can I pick the rest of them?
Do we think we want? Well, okay. How
I'm
do we want to do
thinking
this?
action, and that's pretty much it.
Wait,
Are we all doing the same thing, or do we each get our own?
I think you all do the same thing, and we
No,
just,
I think we should all do the same thing.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then how long? How long are you give? Because you guys probably get what 2 or 3 in tonight.
Yeah,
we'll just do
I was
sketch
thinking
doodle.
only
do
about like 15,
we should
20
aim for
minutes.
3 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I can watch the clock and stuff, and then like the
Cool.
chat. seems to have questions and stuff. So, Carlos,
Oh man, it's like the ACTs. You're gonna put pencil down.
Yeah.
Who is everyone that's animating tonight?
Everyone that except Charlie.
Everyone except you.
Charlie's the judge and
Yeah.
jury.
Charlie,
I'm gonna keep the conversation going because
okay.
you don't get quiet.
Landon, you want to see how much of a sketch to animate-aholic I am? Check this out.
What'd you do?
I got that one there. I got that one there.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Stalker.
Yeah. And then I
Yeah,
got
stalker much?
I got Inception.
So when you murder Travis, they're gonna go to your office and see all the pictures everywhere.
I'm not going to murder Travis. I'm just going to use my. I'm going to use my.
You know what this is, guys?
I'm going to use my desktop as my portfolio.
This is called cross branding.
Wow.
Look at that. That's right.
How many screens do you got? I just realized
He's got like 20 screens over there.
Bro. Yeah. You don't eat.
you added screens since the last time I looked from this angle.
I got that one. I got that one.
Yeah,
I got
that's
that
a
one.
good-looking guy right
That's
there. Who's
that's
that?
a Cintiq.
Who's that? Who's that on the screen up there?
Oh, that's the octopus.
No.
What's his name? I forgot.
If you go to sketchanimate.com, our story, you can download that for free. It's part of our story of why I created the Sketch to Animate logo, which is called Kancho'd the octopus.
Okay.
Kato, that's who it is.
He
Kancho'd.
is our story guru.
That's the homie.
He's my story shaman.
Shout out to the homie Kato.
Hey, Carlos.
Talk to
If
me.
our people in the chat and the viewers want to try this app out for themselves, where can they get it?
That's a very
App
fine
Store.
question for Mr. Benjamin.
Benjamin.
So basically on the App Store of any iPad with iOS 13.
Awesome.
There you go. Go to
And-
your
and-
Apple App Store.
And you have to have this is very important, guys. You have to have an iPad, but you also have to have a pen that has not been destroyed by your pet. So as long as I was able to have a pen that only was partially destroyed on one end by my pet, but that's okay.
That's hilarious.
And it has to be Apple Pencil because for now we are not compatible with other styluses. But it could be possible in the future. We are going to see how to deal with it.
Oh, that's cool.
Because
That's
we
good
only
news.
own that, so we can't test anything else now. But it will come, I guess.
Yeah.
You can use your finger. I thought about doing that, but it's not fun.
Why not? Try it.
Jean Luc just said to go to settings, and I think she gave me the tip, but I think that's for you, Jack.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yo,
Jump on
you
that
can do like a
Cintiq, let's go
bouncing
to
ball,
work.
Jack. Come on, let's
With
go.
no line pressure, it will be awesome.
I tried. It's brutal.
Just use your finger now.
It's like animating with a mouse. It's horrible.
Oh,
Or use a mouse.
by the way, hey, real quick, go back, Carlos. Go back to that monitor with the colorful octopus.
Oh man, I just locked in.
Oh, you
All right,
did?
No, all good. Here.
You share that.
That one there.
That one was illustrated in, wait for it, Callipeg.
Callipeg for the win.
I illustrated that in Callipeg.
4K.
No. No. Like,
Sure.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It was a big. You can get it 30 by 40 inches.
So with Callipeg, you can do roughs all the way to finish. So there's a whole coloring section and like
You can
blending and all the good stuff.
do that and more.
Nice.
And more.
And they'll soon, and with this guy, I'm sure he'll say they're constantly every day going to be. They're working towards building an amazing app that's going to be something where eventually I think we'll be able to use it as a production tool.
Yeah, for example, a few hours ago, Damien just released a beta with
he
video
did.
imports. So now I can import videos and sketch on it. And it's
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's 2 hours ago.
And
Cool.
yeah,
You're
I
hearing
guess
the
now
call,
is a good
brother.
time.
You're hearing the call.
Now is a good time to come clean. The reason why we're doing this, and it's not just because we absolutely love Ben, we absolutely love Travis, we absolutely love animating, all that good stuff. But Jack and I were accepted into the beta program, and we So if you see us favoring this application, it's
because it's awesome.
Yeah, because it's awesome, and we're also now officially part of the beta test team. So
It's great.
Got to get it right. Got to get it right and get all the kinks out.
With that being said, Jack,
Yes.
can you do us the favor? So we have a flour sack.
Do we want to do action? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
We can't do style.
it's a
Let's not
flour
get crazy.
sack. We're gonna do roughs.
Everybody's got their own style.
We're gonna do roughs. We're gonna do roughs, and then we're gonna try
rough.
to figure out how
All right.
far that.
So should I time this? Are we doing? How long you guys are doing in between for this first action?
Give us 20 minutes is good, yeah, guys.
Yeah.
For what?
For a
we'll
for
see
a short
what the action
animation.
is.
Yeah. Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
All
Or
right.
we can do
All right,
15
cool.
minutes and just like crank through them and see how many we can do. And then like if you don't finish, then
It's just whatever you got done.
you can go get the calculator. You can go get the calculator app.
I just realized what I am right now. I'm the guy at the life drawing classes. That's like, all right, time. All right, we're gonna do another 15 minutes. All right, ready? Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we roll?
Do it.
Shall.
All right.
So do we have a specific action to make?
I don't
or-
think we want to do scraping. That's weird.
The prompter would tell us.
Scraping is weird, yeah.
We should re-roll. Hugging?
Hugging.
That's cool. I like it.
Wait.
Could be hugging anything.
Could
Anything
be
you
hugging
want.
anything.
Itself, another one. Hugging.
Well.
Hugging. All right, chat. So while they start on that, let's start getting these questions rolling in.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions about
We'll get that going,
what the hell are we doing here?
and then I'm gonna start the timer.
The hell is going on here?
And you said
You
15.
crazy
You said
kids.
15 minutes. Carlos, you said 15.
Yeah, let's do 15.
Okay.
And chat, if you don't mind, can you just let me know that the screen is flipping from person to person?
Yep.
Charlie, you're gonna have to watch the comments too.
Yeah, I'm watching the comments now. I'm setting that up. Pop out the chat so I can see it. All right. Cool. So for the first 15 minutes, we're doing flour sack hugging.
This fucking guy.
So let's start off with talking to Jack. Hey, Jack,
Yes.
what will you be doing today? What are you thinking? What comes to mind when you think of hugs and flour sacks?
Well, originally, I was thinking, to have two hugging, but I don't know. That might be a little obvious. So I might. I don't know. We're gonna see.
All right, we'll come back to you. Okay. Yeah. We'll do that. Hey, Carlos.
Sir.
So you always thinking of these things. You're always thinking of ideas and everything. What do you think about? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do for this first one? What are you gonna hug?
I was thinking possibly. I'm actually thinking, what the hell did I get myself into? I got all these monsters drawing with me, so if my stuff is trash,
You got to block that out, buddy. You do good. You might do good in these because you like to do these quick sketches and these things and get good gestures early on. So
I think
it'll be good.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Charlie was gonna be like a Vince McMahon over here.
What do you mean? You're letting Charlie talk the whole time? This is amazing.
I know. Charlie's like,
I'm
finally,
living my
time
best
has
life right
come."
now. So, Fruit YT says traditional or online art. So if you can go ahead, Fruit, and expound on that question so I can ask everybody. And yeah, this does sound hard to draw. It could be deceiving. When drawing a hug and getting it right.
Give us like a couple minute updates, like when we're 3 in, 5 in.
Yeah. Right now you're at 12 minutes and 57 seconds.
Damn, that went fast.
So moving on over to the birthday boy. Hey, Travis.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
good man. How you doing?
I'm so happy I get to talk to you this time. I was in the chat yelling questions. They didn't get the Jack didn't
They
ask my
didn't.
questions
They
to the
didn't.
end.
Like they screened your call.
Yeah, when they started talking about hip hop, I was asking for your favorite hip hop producer of all time.
Oh no, I did. No. Go back and listen. I asked.
Yeah, he did.
I know.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, so what are you gonna draw tonight for the first one?
Can you see what I'm doing?
A flower sack.
Yeah.
This dude is drawing cactuses.
Cactuses, man.
Oh, that could be that sounds like that could be a little
He's
painful.
gonna hug a flower sack.
I want
He's
you to
gonna-
take a
he's
look
gonna
at.
hug a cactus.
I want you to take a look at. I got like a square scribbled out. This dude has a full-on cactus.
Well, I mean, I'm drawing. I got to draw a cactus here. I got to.
To be fair, he didn't listen to the instructions. He's drawing a freaking cactus.
Yeah, I don't see a flower sack, Travis.
It's a cactus made out of
He's gonna
flower
make his
sack.
interest onto the screen, so we're probably gonna come back to Travis because I'm sure he's
Okay.
gonna work it out.
He's basically gonna hug a cactus. Okay.
Yeah,
guys?
that's gonna be
Oh, I
painful.
like it.
That's not nice. But I guess cactuses need love too, right?
Yes, they do.
Hey, Benjamin.
Hey.
How you doing, man? How's your flower sack over there going?
It's pretty scary to do that because it's my first flower sack animation ever, I guess.
Oh, really? We have a sketch zone.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. I like how your flower sack so far is just going right at it. He's jumping.
Yeah, that's it. Jumping,
He's like
falling.
getting a running start.
I think so.
So Benjamin, what is your favorite part of Callipeg so far? Like, what do you find yourself using the most?
You mean the feature
Yeah.
or walking?
Yeah, I saw you do when you're doing the two fingers. What are you doing there with the look like the measuring? Looks like a measuring tape or whatever. on the screen.
I just like doing like my background here.
Mhm.
I just lock it like this,
Oh, okay.
and I go to another layer, but I take my background to around 35 frames, so I have plenty of room to animate,
Mm-hmm.
and I just hide the timeline, and now I can flip and draw, and that's what
So
I
is that
like
the-
to do to start with.
So is that the timeline that's happening when you're doing a two-finger drag down? Is that what
Oh,
that
no,
is?
that's the
You
flipping.
mean that?
Yeah, flipping back
Yeah,
and
the
forth.
three
Yeah.
fingers.
Flipping
is
back
the
and
flip.
forth. Oh, okay.
So it's
So it's flipping
moving,
back
it's
for
moving
between.
here.
Oh, nice. I like
So I
that.
can flip like I would do on paper, even if I didn't
Ah.
do it any time of my life because I just started with digital.
Mhm.
But that's the idea.
Awesome. So far, guys, we're at 9 minutes and 52 seconds. Just checking in. Let's look at the chat.
Charlie,
Yes.
I don't tell you this enough.
What's wrong?
I love you.
Thank you. Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
I don't say that enough to you.
All right, guys. So here's a question from the chat from Fruit YT, and each of you guys can answer. Starting with Carlos. What's your favorite? I guess he's asking. Traditional, which is pen, pencil or paper, or online, which is tablets.
I like
Animating.
I like digital better.
Okay, so you're more tablets. Are
Yeah.
you tablet oriented or what? Wacom PC, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
Because I know you have that your other channel. You like to be mobile. What's your other channel called?
Coconut Justice.
Yeah. So I guess you would like the tablet stuff from that. You
Yeah.
know, being outside.
For me, I think just being able to investigate
Mm-hmm.
really helps me a lot.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Because like it's kind of a pain, honestly, for me to have a stack of papers and a pencil and an eraser and a sharpener and all that stuff. When I'm trying to, and all I'm doing is like practicing and trying to,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about like shape language and all that stuff a lot probably tonight.
sure.
And
Oh yeah,
and that's,
we're gonna get into that.
you know, that's those are the things that that I try to practice.
Cool. All right. Awesome, man.
All the things that I learn when I watch Travis's channel.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Travis, what is your favorite? Traditional, pen and paper, or digital, which was
I'm living digital.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm traditional. I mean, I still draw on paper, but
yeah,
this is great because it's called instant gratification for me.
Wow.
Which is being someone who's extremely ADHD. I need instant gratification a lot.
Yeah.
So this is great. I can quickly draw this and go, oh wow, look at that. I can scroll through it.
I guess if you think about it, if you think back into college, I guess all of us were old enough when, we're old people now that are in college of like, I remember going through stacks of, copy paper. And there was a little bit of an anticipation when you're drawing frames by hand, and flipping back and forth and kind of seeing it. But like, I remember scanning all that stuff in, wondering if it's going to look right and how you can fix it later when having those early 2D classes back in college. But this is instant gratification here where you can just see it right away and like back and forth. Hey, Jack.
Yeah, I got to jump on the digital bandwagon at this point. You got your undos and your onion skinning, and there's just too much good stuff that has made it so much faster and easier.
See, I didn't know what you were going to say, really, if I'm honest, because I know you.
Well, there's the inside heart of me that is a diehard ink and paint, pencil guy. But for animation specifically, it's just so fast and so convenient with the digital tools.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
What is your favorite, man? Traditional, digital?
Digital, definitely. Yeah. I just sketch a bit traditionally, but I like I just grew up with computers and everything. So I learned everything with Wacom tablets and GIMP and Blender and that kind of stuff.
Oh, you said Blender. I like you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love Blender.
Oh, yes, me too.
Just you wait.
All right, guys. We're coming up on 5 minutes. 30 seconds. So you should be in your finishing modes, and so you're getting ready to present in a couple minutes.
You should be getting colors and going to
you
theaters with it.
Oh, how dare you!
Start be finishing.
I'm still trying to pick the damn brush button.
What? Cool. Let's check out chat. Hey, chat, what's up? If everybody can tell me hello, just say hi, Charlie. I just want everybody. I feel like I'm in control this week.
Charlie needs validation.
Go ahead, tell me hi, and if I look okay.
Yeah. Charlie said, "Tell me how sexy I look."
Yo, I'm just like, it's like some of those streamers you see online. Yo, just tell me how cool I am right now. No, for sure. Chat, if you have any other questions, please.
That's funny. I was watching this kid.
Write it in all caps so I can see it, and then I'll ask it for you guys.
I was watching this kid on YouTube, and he was doing something. I think he was trying to show people how to use your phone as a web camera. And then he's like, "Oh, and then there you see my face. Look how pretty I am. Just kidding, I'm ugly." And I was like, "Yeah."
It's great. Cool.
That's horrible. Do not talk to people
shout out to Gene. Thank you, Scribble. Junie's here. It's also, if you didn't know this, I know all you guys look at streams and stuff. This is a way to check in and make sure chat's still alive too. Where's Landon at? Landon, you should be here. I'm sure you're watching this show and you're probably drawing right along too. Feel free to draw along too, guys. If you guys are sitting there just listening or working,
and
you're not doing work, you should draw along too.
If you do an animation and you share it on Instagram,
give me a hashtag. Yeah, what's the hashtag they should do? We should show it on the
hashtag.
Just tag Callipeg and Sketch Zone.
Yep. Yeah. Hashtag Callipeg, hashtag Sketch Zone. Cool. All right, we're coming up on 3 minutes, guys.
3 minutes left?
3 minutes left.
Lord.
That was 15. That was a strong, solid 15. Your beard is fabulous. Yo, Junie, come back every week. This is awesome. This beard is hard to keep under control right now because I miss my barber. Like, really
I cut
need
my
to go
own
to
hair.
I a couple times I have contemplated of like cutting it all off and just not telling anybody, not even telling the wife, just like because everybody's asleep, just go in and just trim it up and just wake up like it's nothing, and then just see the reaction of my girls. They've never seen me without a beard.
Yeah. Could you imagine if they started
And
yelling?
Yeah, and then just log in the Zoom tomorrow for work and be like, "Hey, what's up, guys?"
They're like, "Oh, that's too bad. You guys fired Charlie."
Yeah,
Aw.
it's a new guy. I like him so much better.
Zzz.
Cool. Question. All right, Junie Vlogs asks. Ooh, interesting one. Let's start with Carlos. I already know the answer to this one. Introvert or extrovert?
Intro.
Are you truly an introvert?
No.
I didn't think so.
I'm a liar.
Yeah. Jack.
I mean, my gut would say introvert, but I've got my moments.
Yeah.
You can say introvert, professional, extrovert.
I don't know.
Outer. No, I don't know. I can be quiet like the best of them, even at work.
If I don't have anything to say, I don't have anything to say. But if I got something to say,
You're gonna hear it.
You don't say it.
Oh, man, he said that in the back of. He gonna say it.
You don't say it. Hey.
Travis, what are you? Introvert or extrovert?
What do you guys think?
I'm gonna go with
Introvert.
What was that? I didn't hear that. What?
octopus.
He's an octopus. What about you, Ben?
I would say mostly introvert, but I can be extrovert if needed. Like it's
Yeah.
if
I
I
am
need to
not an
join a group, I would make jokes and everything because I like it, and it's
Mhm.
like a little weapon for me to make jokes and just make people laugh and being
60 seconds, guys.
So yeah.
Oh man, come on,
60 seconds.
come on, son.
Yeah. Should be great. This is gonna be
These
cool.
last few frames are going to be a hot mess.
Nice. So then, what we'll do is we'll do a round robin and like we'll show everybody's screens. Carlos will click on each of the screens and we'll play it through.
Can I keep animating while you guys are looking at the other screens?
No, pencils down.
Pencils down, buddy.
Not yet.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I'm still going, man. I'm in a roll now.
Oh, nice. Cool. 15 seconds. Should be good.
God damn it.
Hey, okay, cool. Give me some animation or advice type questions, chat. You know, Scribbler said Tupac or Biggie. How could you? Oh,
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Who said that?
Scribbler. He's
Scribbler.
You can't
always
do
trying to
that. You
start some
can't do
stuff,
that.
That kid.
That's it, fellas. We're
That's
done.
not right.
Pencils down.
Okay.
Boom.
Wait. One more pose.
That was way worse than I thought it was going to be.
Hey, you know the first one, even like life drawing class, those first ones always like rough. You gotta get warm.
Yeah, you got to realize your timing, man. Jeez.
Yeah. This is
we don't have time.
minutes. That's a speed date.
all right. Hey, chat. Chat.
Woo!
I want you to type the person's name in the chat. Do you want to go first? Let's go. Do it now.
Picture
Do it now.
Michael Jackson.
There's a
Jesus.
delay on the chat, though. You got to remember that.
Dude, Javier, bro, what are you doing? You trying to start fights? Like
Cross genres there. I don't even know.
He
he
is.
said Tupac or Biggie. We're like, no,
said
that's
Prince
too
or Michael.
that's not even fair. He goes, Prince or Michael Jackson. Like, bro.
Ooh, that's a good one, Junie. I'm gonna ask that question when they get started for the next one. I'm gonna ask that. That's a good one. All right, cool. I don't see chat. Is chat delayed?
Yeah, they got a delay on them.
All right, cool. All right, cool. All right. First one said
CeeLo.
Ben. All right, Ben.
Yeah, go
Carlos,
for it,
could
Ben.
you put the screen on Ben?
I could. There's Ben. Oh my god, that's it.
Nice.
Can you see it well?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
It's coming in good, man.
That's it.
Oh, look at him. That's
This
cute.
was a horrible exercise for me.
So
really
walk
hard to
me
do,
through it.
so.
Give me your 20-second explanation, Ben. What were you trying to achieve?
Yeah, so basically I just wanted to hug him something, so I just drew randomly. It became a snowman, And basically here you can see the frames. So 2 layers, background and animation. And I did some anticipation, and sometimes I just move some position like this to fit the arcs and everything. So that's basically how I did this.
That's awesome. Awesome, guys. Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Cool. Moving on. Who's next? Let's see here. Let's go with Travis.
Hold on.
Yeah,
No.
otherwise he's going to
Pencil
cheat.
down.
I'm not drawing. I screwed up my timing.
Pencil down.
My pencil is down. I'm using
Finger
my
down.
finger. I'm using my finger to retime. I screwed up on the timing because you guys rushed me and scared me.
We all at the same time. We all at the same time.
Now you know for the next time you'll be totally fine, buddy. Are you ready?
Hold on.
Oh, and for the next one, there's no cactuses. No, just kidding.
Cool. Carlos, let's see yours, man. We'll come back to Mr. Travis.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see
You're
yours.
giving him his timing.
Hey, he's the guest.
I'm not drawing.
It's not drawing.
Look at he's yelling at
The
us.
guy without the Apple Pencil.
All right. Okay.
Okay, ready? Here we
Yeah,
go.
Who's going? Who's going?
4-finger tap. Actually, let's make this bigger.
Pretty.
Dang.
Yeah.
He's beating that pillow.
Rest of us. Come here.
I didn't
There you
get
go.
I didn't get
there
a
it
chance to work on the timing, but you have a flour sack. Why is that so fast? Oh, yeah, that's why.
Why is it
Here,
fast?
I want to stretch this out a little bit so we get a little breathing room.
He didn't do his timing yet. He just blocked
the
in.
timing too. Okay. So talk about this, guys, with timing and like blocking in first. Jack, you wanna expound on that a little bit so people know what you guys mean by that?
Well, it kind of depends on how you're working. Like on mine, which I've learned from this round, I just did some straight ahead animation because I figured it would work best for being so fast.
Mm-hmm.
So mine was sort of timed as I went along. But traditionally you do your keyframe poses and then you've got to fill in between or fill out your holds so that it times. Now some people just do their keys right, especially in Callipeg. It's nice because you can just do your keys right in a row and then quickly move them around or expand them.
Yeah.
So it looks like Carlos just did his keys kind of all in a row.
Okay.
We can't see the bottom of your screen. I'm just guessing. But,
Yeah. Well, no, what I was going to do is, because one of the cool things that Callipeg lets you do is what I was doing is trying to put down my key poses. So that one, I knew I wanted my flower to rock forward and then like get a really good stretch and a super dramatic reach and then a chokehold and then that, right? I'm not drawing. So yeah, and then what you can do is you can tap, drag, and then come over here and set it up for in-betweens.
Yeah.
Create in-between structure. So then
That's
I was going to
better,
come in
okay.
here and turn on my onion skinning and then work on, the flour sack right in between here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then you have straight ahead animation and then you have pose to pose. And that's what I was trying to get to here.
Yeah, this is cool. I might actually download this and try this on my own. One of the things I do get messed up with is timing. I have a really good eye affinity for animation in terms of like love it. So like I'm probably super critical of myself. Thus I just don't do it anymore for the 2D stuff. But this is the part. It's kind of even tonight allowing me to learn something new in terms of that. Probably would help.
And so to go a little deeper with the timing part of the question is, so down here you see these are frame numbers. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So if I want a faster action,
real quick, can you frame your camera down just a hair? We're missing the bottom, or push your iPad up.
Yeah, there you go. So you can see your timeline
right there.
That's good. That's good.
Okay. Yep. Actually, here I'm gonna raise the camera just a little bit so we get the whole thing. Hopefully.
Sweet. Perfect.
That's perfect.
Perfect.
Okay. So if I wanted if I was animating this and if I want something to take more time, so like, let's say him sitting, if I wanted him to sit a little longer, I could add more frames to that pose.
Mm-hmm.
And then that way it would be sitting there. And then, some of these in-betweens, that might be a 2, but then the stretch I might want that stretch to be just a little quicker. So then I just drop that down to a 1 frame.
Sweet.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's great.
And so the more frames you have, the faster the animation goes, the less the slower it is.
Cool.
Right.
So, Mr. Timing, Travis.
Yeah.
Are we ready over there?
Yeah. No, I'm here.
Let's go, buddy. Let's have you dive in and piggyback off what Carlos just said. And let's see yours.
It's playing. It's probably not playing at. It looks like it's skipping frames.
It looks good though.
Yeah.
So here, what I'll do is I'll step through it so you can kind of see.
Cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Basically, I was thinking he's a little kid, excited to see his new pet, and he's running towards it to give it a big hug. But it's a flour sack hugging a cactus. So I time as I go along. So if you look at my timeline right there, I've got my background. So I spent most of my time drawing the background, and then you kind of see. I'll take the onion skin off. I'll take the onion skin off there so you can see that.
Okay.
But basically, I have him, doing a little anticipation. Hold it for a little bit longer. He looks up, and he gets excited, comes down, and he wants to start walking quickly towards the cactus.
Oh, I like that first step. Okay, yeah.
Right? So he's boom, boom, and then he's going to go into the cactus. He was going to go down and up into the cactus, and then he was basically going to explode once he squeezes it.
I was wondering if you were going to make him leak.
I was going to make him explode with flour and then just... But we didn't have time. But I'll play it back so you can kind of see.
Well, we didn't have time. You did.
Right.
It's kind of crazy because you can't see it on the... It's skipping frames, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not playing full real time, but that's
Let's
okay.
get the point, Ross. It's cool. It's not like it's like he's one place.
So this little thing right here was 58 frames. 59 frames.
59. You said you time as you go.
Yeah, I time as I go because I'm the way I do things because I think about what I'm going to do. I time it in my head. I look at it like I'm playing it like a movie camera, and I just draw what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And for me, it's just a lot of repetition, a lot of drawing.
So is that drawing in clusters then? Since you're timing it like a couple frames
I
at
can
a time,
see
and you time
timing in my head and just adjust it as I go.
Okay.
Which allows me to go a lot faster, I guess. And it's just because I've been doing it for so long, I guess. I don't know. My weird brain works that way.
No, cool. That's awesome. All right, guys, that was a great one. That's a great one. Great first one. I think that was good. All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Jack, Mr. Carlos, let's get another one.
All right.
Mr. Prompter, if
You don't want to see mine, huh, Charlie?
Oh, Jack. I didn't have your humor. Did you do it with a finger? Awesome, Jack.
No, I had to use a different app. I feel awful that I'm even using a different app, but I can't do the. I'll just run through it. I won't do the technicals of Callipeg because this wasn't in Callipeg. But I got this guy. He rips apart, and then he hugs himself
in pieces.
Awesome idea.
Awesome, man.
And I too wanted to have him explode, but we did run.
No, Jack. Is this very much indicative of a Jack idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack
Wait, hold up. Why?
Jack
You can't just say that.
Your first presentation of Callipeg was this beautiful turnaround of the skull, which I loved.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm going, okay, skull, dead things, weird.
Oh no, he's not Mr. Darkly.
Are you an Edward Gorey fan?
I am an Edward Gorey fan. I got a book right here on my desk.
Thank you very much. I rest my case. Thank you.
You've been found out, Jack. Awesome.
That's hilarious.
And that's the first time I've asked Jack that question too.
I'm so That's awesome, Jack. You're still with us. That's great. So, are you drawing this with your finger?
No, I used Sketchbook. Hold on.
Hey, let's do this. Let's do this real quick. Everyone go around the corner or go around the horn. And if you have a YouTube channel, let's let everyone know what it is. So then that way you, if you're hearing my voice, you should make sure to be subscribed to these guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, I know you have, I know you have two channels. You have your personal and you have the Callipeg. Can you share those with everyone?
You mean like
The
visually?
YouTube channel.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube just by typing my name, so Benjamin Serbet, and you will find many videos I do. It's in French, but I think we have some English automatic subtitles.
Yeah.
So you can see here on my screen there is many videos, and currently I'm working on animation. So I'm showing every detail of the design, the turnarounds, and I'm also launching some challenges to the people. So this month it's 2D. So they're just sending me links to 2D animation, and I will review them. So yeah, that's basically it for my channel. And for Callipeg, it's just for the tutorials and everything. And we just launched, I think 2 days ago, a public Discord. So people can go there and give feedbacks about Callipeg and show their work and everything. And we are here to answer the questions and to just discuss with everybody.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Birthday boy, let people know like all about your YouTube channel, because
Birthday boy.
are
you talking to me?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
You can't handle the
Well, you can't see me. Yeah, just go to, let's see here. You go to sketch to animate.com. Go to that and then just subscribe to the mailing list. Also go to check out our story. If you go to our page and go to our story, you'll get a little story about Kancho'd, the octopus that could. And if you sign up, you'll also get that free download of a high-res illustration that I did in Callipeg of these octopus that I did for those who sign up. And also, if you go to my YouTube, you can also go there and please subscribe. I've got tons and tons of live feeds going on right now. I've got a back to basics tutorial that I'm doing absolutely free for everyone. And I've got an ongoing series that I think, Carlos, I can't believe you're actually watching me do this. I'm part 4 of this ongoing series where I am basically developing an animated TV pilot show from script to animatic. I'm taking it right from script, no assets. I'm building all the assets. I'm character designing, doing beat boards, all of that stuff live. Each live session is about 2 or 3 hours long. Carlos, for some reason, wants to sit there and watch me. I have no idea why, but hey, you guys should watch me.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of that voice. No, and just if you don't already know, Travis has a pretty lengthy resume when it comes to this 2D stuff. So if you learn from Travis, you're literally learning from the best. And he's out.
Well,
he's out.
We're here to inspire each other.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack, are you pushing your YouTube channel yet?
I don't have a YouTube channel.
Okay. And mine is YouTube.
I suppose I should. Sketchbook Jack on Instagram. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Jack is kind of a badass, I have to tell you.
Yeah, Jack.
Without a YouTube channel.
Well, yeah, he's the only. He's very employed at the moment, which is great.
This is true.
And with a an okay company. I mean, they're okay. If you think Shrek and Kung Fu Panda and I don't know How to Train Your Dragon are good films, I guess.
Yeah.
Jack is kind of a good say that the company he works for is okay. You know, Box Baby or I don't know, Trolls or the Croods. I don't know. Should I keep going?
You could.
Yeah.
Like I said that, I would. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's get a new prompt.
Jack,
Let's get a new prompt, guys.
Oh, and mine,
All right.
youtube.com/coconut justice. Go get that.
Go get it, guys. Go get
All
it.
right, we're
Go
gonna
for it,
roll
Jack.
the dice.
Here we go.
and-
Here we go.
Nope.
No.
Raining. That's weird.
No.
Longing. Also weird.
Hello.
Shifting. Is this weird? Should we roll?
Shifting. What do you guys think?
Let's do.
I'm not sure about what it means.
Okay.
What does it
Wait,
mean?
flour sack shifting?
No, let's.
Shape
No,
shifting?
everybody's confused. We're rolling another one.
Okay.
Cheating.
Oh,
That might be hard to draw in 15 minutes.
I have it set to 20.
I would draw
Inappropriate
Travis,
things.
quote
Yeah,
unquote, working on his timing. That's what I would draw.
Oh man.
Is this too sensitive? Should we roll another
Yes,
one?
roll 'em.
Jailing.
Keep going.
Okay, keep going. Coughing. Coughing's good. Let's do
Coughing,
coughing.
Yeah.
Now's your
Okay.
chance to do exploding flour.
You don't need an adjective or anything?
You want to try that instead?
No.
Okay, we're doing
Adjective.
coughing. Flour sack coughing.
Flour sack
coughing.
coughing. Ready?
Okay.
Bye,
Set.
Junie.
Go.
Hold up. Okay, never mind.
okay. Flour sack coughing. If you will, please.
All right. Cool. Once again, chat, as always, if you want to get any advice while these guys are animating away, please type it in the chat, all caps, so I can see it.
I gotta say, Charlie, you're killing this commentator role.
Right.
Thank you.
Shiloh also agrees. He just commented on his feed.
Can you come on over to Sketch to Animate and just do this while I draw?
Hey, I'll wrangle the best of chats for you and keep everything moving
Yeah.
because I have that buttery smooth voice. That's good.
Buttery smooth voice.
Yeah.
I like it. It's got to be buttery smooth.
Cool. So I guess if you guys think about it, the last round was all about timing. As you guys are, okay, cool. As you guys are thinking about this, I want to probably find another term, that we can explore and talk about.
Focus on.
Yeah. So think about that. But while we do that, we have a question from Junie Vlogs. The question is, how do you personally shade? What is your personal style with shading? How do you shade? They want to know. Who should we start with? Let's start with Carlos. What is your shading technique? I think it's probably based on style. What do you do?
Yeah. That's a
I guess that'd be different. It'd be like it's different per artist, right? Because I guess him or her is probably trying to figure out, the best way of like finishing your piece or shading your piece. Showing lighting and all that good stuff. I'm assuming. Junie, you can go ahead and jump in to help me get on track of what you really want to know. But yeah, how do you personally shade? Or what is
I'll try to give the fast answer.
Yeah.
If I'm in a drawing program, what I end up doing is I create a different layer and then I turn that layer to multiply, and then depending on what I'm trying to do, generally speaking, I'll use the same color as whatever is there. So like if I have a character with a baseball cap, it usually is what I have. I'll create a new layer and I'll take the skin tone from the character and draw, and then the multiply layer makes it dark. So then what you can do is bring down the opacity of that layer, and then when you paint, it'll come through shaded.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then depending on the brush that you use, you can then you can then have like sharp edges to your shade, or you can blend them in, or you can use a soft brush to put down soft
shades.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks. Jack. Now over the course of the podcast, we were doing fun prompts and stuff pretty regularly. You've always had different shading, I feel, depending on the piece you're working on, which has always been like awesome. How do you approach shading?
I mean, kind of my default kind of go-to style tends to be black and white kind of technical pen work, which of course lends itself well to like hatching, cross hatching, or kind of some sort of stylistic black over white treatment. So it's more of a graphic treatment. You really have to think about it in terms of solid lights and darks. But when I'm playing around with color or even shades of gray, I don't know. I think I still approach it in the same way. I think I like contrasty work, and I still think in that way. So I kind of approach it from like the extreme lights and darks first, and then I kind of slowly gradate as I feel needed. But I still think even in my colored and gradated stuff, it's pretty high contrast. I like that look.
And would you say that or you have an idea of how you're going to shade a piece as you're drawing it? Because I know with the high graphic style that you go for, sometimes like your shadows take over parts of your drawing.
Yeah. If I'm going at it with the intent of it becoming a shaded piece, then yes, I generally construct it in a way with that in mind, because that often dictates a lot of shapes and flow of curvature. But if it starts as just like an inked character and I'm like, oh, you know what, I should render this, then not so much. And then I kind of have to fill in the gaps as I go along.
Cool. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's awesome. Thanks. Hey, Travis.
Hey.
How do you approach shading, man? What's some advice you have for Junie?
So whenever I always say whenever I'm designing characters and I'm drawing something real quick, I have 2 tones or 3 tones. I do my local color, and then I go in and then I do another layer over that where I do a shadow tone or a mid-tone, like a light, and then I do a highlight. And I typically do some sort of just a really quick. Sometimes I'll do a medium tone, dark, and then I'll do a little highlight. But then a lot of times I'll go in, I'll put an extra layer over, put the transparency down, and then I'll go with a dark, like a cool dark color or a warm dark color, depending on what kind of shadow I want, a warm or cool light. And I'll just put that over the entire object. And then I'll start playing out with just doing one simple highlight. And that's my quick go-to sort of generic lighting and shading. Yeah. And I usually have a light source where it's just like 3/4 up above, so that it's always, if you watch my character designs on my live streams, you'll see that I kind of tend to do the same thing. And it just helps me to see the form faster as I'm drawing the character. Especially when you're doing a lot of shapes, it's always nice to do like a 2 or 3 tone color. Your local, a mid-tone, let's slightly darker, and then a highlight. And then if you want, add a little. I like sometimes add a little reflective light in the back. So I'll do that transparency, put the shadow tone over it, and then I'll come in and I'll just maybe just hit really lightly some highlights in the on the back end that isn't as bright as the highlight in the front. So reflective light, that you guys know what reflective.
Yeah. That's awesome. Cool, guys. We're at 12 minutes. Doing good. Hey Ben, how do you approach shading? Last person.
For shading, I guess just choose a light source first, and I'm not really skilled with shading because I always choose just a side light from the left or the right, and I do dark shadows on the opposite side, and just a white light at the light source side, and that's basically it. It's always a simple lighting for me, and I also like to just do like comics shadows with many lines, when you just sketch with tiny lines. because I think it can add some good I don't know how to say it, but a nice style and volume to things with
variety.
not a huge amount of work, just a few lines. That's what I like.
Awesome. Great, guys. Thanks for that. Hope that helps you out, Junie, in your shading endeavors. Next up is a little bit different question. We're at 11 minutes and 22 seconds, just so you guys know. But I have a question. A lot of times, artists tend to go to their go-to things when they're shading or when they're coloring. Do you guys got a color preference that you guys tend to go to? I know Jack says before he likes to do black and white type stuff, but is there a color preference when finishing your art that you guys like to do? Carlos.
I don't know if I understand.
So some, like, we know, like, let's take Jack for example. As an artist, he likes to do the heavy black and whites, so color preference would be black and whites, grays, and stuff like that. Some artists like to do more pastel type colors. Some are very graphic, bright colors. They're always doing bright colors. Their line works color to be bright. Think of somebody like Xantris, our other friend Mike Henry, and the colors he always likes to do. Yeah, he always likes to do like the bright colors and then change his line work from black to usually something different. Do you guys tend to have those go-to preferences when doing your work, or do you try to keep it loose, or you're always black line and fill in with color? What do you like to do?
Yeah, I'm still in the. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to see right now. I'm still in the black lines and then just adding a lot of detail into things. So like I like adding freckles and wrinkles and little. If you look real close to some of my drawings, you'll see like some texture in the shirts and stuff, little threads popping out and dots and stuff like that. I'm still there. But for the most part, I don't. Like, if you look through some of my other apps, the painting apps, you'll see just all kinds of stuff. Like
variety.
I'll see something that I like, and I'll draw it, and then I try to color it different ways just to see what color would do for that drawing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. How about you, Travis?
You can hear her laughing.
Nice.
You can't hear me at all, and she's laughing hysterically. I tend to go with a lot of like earthy tones.
Okay.
I'm colorblind, and so I kind of rely on the color wheel a lot to look at my tones and my values.
Yeah, how's that work?
I tend to go a little more desaturated on stuff.
Okay.
There's a lot of times where I don't realize I'm doing green, and I think it's orange or red, and it's absolutely green, and people are like, that's green, right? But it looks great. The value looks awesome.
Huh, awesome. Yeah.
But it's just earth tones.
Earth tones. It's good.
Earthy tones.
Earthy tones. Coming up on 7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes, 46 seconds. You want to start finishing? Yeah, now. So cool. And yeah, like on the next round, I want to get into some animation questions too. We talked about timing. I still want to talk about either framing or layout or something like that. So if you guys think of anything, feel free to chime in. I thought that was a really good section as you guys are doing it. So chat, if you have any more questions, please add them to the chat as these guys in the home stretch for the second prompt that we've done tonight. And that is, we are actually doing a flour sack coughing. So it should be good. Can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Junie, thanks for stopping by. Watch the rest of it later when you wake up. Thanks.
Cool. Yeah, all those East Coast listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got lucky a couple weeks ago. We got L Cartoons. That's another channel you guys should follow. ELL_cartoons.
By the way,
on
she came
YouTube.
by this morning.
Yeah.
She what?
Yeah.
That was a surprise.
Yeah. She's a good one.
Awesome. Cool. We got a question too, Carlos. So as you guys are finishing, we could start this off with Ben. They have a question about Callipeg, and the question comes from Mr. Landon Wilson. And his question is what is the favorite feature of Callipeg that helps animators to animate quickly?
Animate quickly.
What is a feature in Callipeg that helps animators animate quickly, or what is one of your favorite features in Callipeg?
I think it's what I talked about earlier, just hiding the timeline and flipping and drawing while you're flipping.
Cool.
But also the way you can transform stuff and just click on the selection tool, select your.
Oh, really? That's
definitely
cool.
The transform is super
The
helpful.
transform tool
because I can change some sizes and some arcs just by rotating stuff. So it's easy to manage that.
Is that keyframeable too? So could you help? Could that help with your squash and stretch with that too? Like if you use the transfer tool, or is it just more for positioning?
Is it transfer? It's more like for positioning, but okay. I don't know if we can see what I do now. But
yeah, we can see.
We can do that to extend or compress.
Nice.
So that could be a good way to just copy a frame.
Yeah, block out. Yeah.
And then you just have to change the legs to make the anticipation better, for example. So I think that's it. That's the way I like to use it for my animation. And I go mostly I go straight ahead, and nice. I don't have that a real good method of keyframes and everything because I learned by myself. So I don't have the classical method, but I try to learn from other animators.
Nice. Cool.
And Noah guy, if he streams twice a week.
Yeah. Travis, what is your favorite tool that allows you to animate quickly?
Oh, in Callipeg?
Yes.
It's the tool. There is no tool per se that allows me to animate quickly. It's just the moment you open up the app and you set up a new document, the moment you grab a pencil that you like and you start drawing, it's so intuitive to go frame by frame that, I if you can see now, I basically, my go-to is the timeline. I'm looking at the timeline. I'm thinking about the animation. I'm scrolling through it with my pencil. You can use the finger method. I don't. I put my onion skin on and I'm just kind of scrolling through this and just looking at my timing and looking at what I'm doing. And then, timeline. The ability their timeline is so awesome. The ability to shrink it and make it bigger, like what I'm doing with my 2-finger. I'm using a 2-finger stretch and squash kind of thing on the iPad itself to do this. That alone is my favorite thing. Is their timeline by far.
Timeline, awesome.
And also, I can zoom in like this. I can turn it really quickly with 2 fingers, and then if I do a little quick pinch with my 2 fingers, I can reset it back to the same size. That thing.
That's cool. Yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
That's pretty.
So
awesome.
I can get really close to what I'm animating and blow it up and just work on it. Also, the other thing is if you highlight
2-minute warning
timeline, if you just highlight the sections that you want to animate, all you have to do is kind of go across. It's hard to do, but I usually double click like this, and then I can play back. When I hit play, it just plays back just that section.
Yeah,
which is pretty awesome.
So you can really hone in and work on a certain part of the
section,
yeah,
really quickly.
Awesome. Great answers. Great guys. Great answers. We got a couple questions stacked up. It's 1:43 left, so I'm gonna allow you guys just to finish up. We'll hold those questions in the bank for next. But thanks. Shout out to Corey Stisser. Thanks for coming in, Corey. And doing
Corey.
This is your kind of podcast. Another amazing animator coming in. Thanks, Landon, for that great question. Scribbler has a good question. I'm gonna get to your question next, Scribbler. And yeah, we're gonna let these guys finish for this second round. If you're just joining us, like Corey and others, we're doing prompts tonight with the amazing Callipeg animation tool. You can get it on the App Store, and if you have an Apple Pencil, it works perfectly with that right now. So go ahead, go out and get it, and get to animating. 56 seconds, guys. Just so you guys know.
Just so you know, Charlie's voice is available for hire.
Dude, you need to get on the Cameo app.
What's the Cameo app?
You know, where you can pay to have like a celebrity or a YouTuber or somebody write you a message or say your name.
Oh yeah. Nice. Cool. This is awesome. 34 seconds, guys. You should be finishing up. This is great advice that happened this round. Glad you guys are all with us in the chat. This is good. Carlos, we got to do this again. This is awesome.
I know. I like it.
Cool. 17 seconds. We're going to be finishing soon. We're going to get another prompt going, and it'll be good.
Zone.
What's up, Carlos?
No, I said technically it is called Sketch Zone, I guess.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait.
No more timing, Travis. Timing is also part of animation.
You know what? Forget you guys. It's my birthday.
All right.
Everybody.
You're right.
Birthday boy.
You can do whatever you want.
With that being
whatever
said,
he likes. Yeah.
we're gonna start off with Travis this time in honorary birthday boy. He is 25 today.
Yeah.
Add another 25.
Yeah, 25 tabs 2.
So, Travis, walk us through what you did.
I was trying to create a cycle, which it's probably, I have no idea how it's going to look. Probably looks horrible.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was trying to do, and I haven't even timed it out. I was just going straight ahead again. Let's see here.
There you go.
Can
I like the
sound effects.
Definitely add sound effects.
Oh, there it
Jeepers.
Oh, God.
There you go. That one worked. That one worked really well.
We said coughing, not corona.
I'm just hoping someone had their flour sack's chest explode. And a little alien pops out.
Anyways.
Brutal. I should have thought of that.
Yeah.
It's not exactly what I want, but hey, for 20 minutes or whatever we're doing. What I was going to point out, what's really nice about using this app, just so everybody knows, when you're doing cycles, especially when I always do a lot of cycles because it's a great practice to do. If you want to go something and have something loop in really quickly, you can go to the first panel. And when you click it, you hold it. Oh, let me go to the first one. You click it and you hold it down and see there's this button right here.
What is that? Yeah.
You go to this, and this either duplicates it as a blank, or you duplicate it as a sorry, we'll go. It's the same thing. So you grab this and then you come over to your timeline and you can go all the way to the very end.
Really?
And then you plop it. Should plop it. It took too long. Basically, this drawing right here. See this drawing right here. This drawing is what I did. It's the first drawing. That's here, and basically that tool. I'll do this. How about this? I'll make it easy. I'll put it right there. Boom. It puts it right in place.
You copy it? Okay.
It copies it, duplicates it, but then you can put it at the end. So when you're doing a cycle, especially when you want something to loop into one another, that's a great method to do that.
That's cool. Okay. Cool.
Yep. There you go.
Jack, you're up, buddy.
All right. I realize I kind of did more of a sneeze, but I guess it could be a large cough. So he's breathing in, and then bang, he blows himself off. So how about
Jesus?
There you go.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great job. Great job. Hey, Benjamin.
Oops.
Let's see what you got, man.
Hang on.
It's also
Jack,
kind
do
of
yours
a
again.
sneeze, I guess.
Wait, what?
Do yours again.
What's up?
Jack, play yours again, please.
Oh,
Sorry.
what sound effects?
So good.
All right, Benjamin, go for it. That's hilarious.
Great.
Hey, relax, Landon, producer. Just
Yeah,
playing.
he is.
Just playing. Thank you.
Cool. Hey, Benjamin, let's see what you got.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of a sneeze also, but what do you think? It has to charge for one. Now it's free time.
Yeah.
And I did some like drops here,
Yeah.
and I added some breathing at the start, so that just how I have
Anticipation, yeah.
said. I just copied that, so I did this, put it here,
There's that tool.
and just transform
Mm-hmm.
and do this. So with two or three
Yeah.
frames, I can make
Jeepers.
with one single drawing a breathing, for example.
You might notice Ben's adding on to what he tells us last round and show and use it in the next one. This is awesome.
It's
We
like
should
he knows what he's doing.
We should animate something using just that tool.
Yeah. Oh.
That's
Yeah,
a
it could
good
be
call.
fun. But I'm not
Okay.
really sure about the timing of it, and I'm not sure about the flying. The fly is not really well spaced, I guess. But yeah,
No, it's you get it across though. That's really cool. I like that.
All right, Carlos, you up, man.
All righty. So we got a crooked ass screen is what we have. All right, and then if we hit play, can you even see that?
well, that's violent.
Hello.
Yeah. So
It's kind of doing
so you
kung
got
fu, I
him,
guess.
and he's apparently. I really like squash and stretch. So he winds up, and then he just coughs, gets up in the air, and then lands it. But yeah, there you go.
Hey, Gabriel, thanks for joining us, man. Welcome. Yeah, we're animating in Callipeg tonight, and each session's about 15 to 20 minutes long, and we're using the good old sketchbook Sketch Zone fun prompter. Sketch Zone fun prompter, and we're using the traditional flower stack.
Before we click to a new round, show my screen, we've got Landon has submitted his own flower animation.
Oh, has
Go
he?
for it. Hell
Awesome,
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Are you? Huh?
Are we playing it?
Are we switch to mine?
Yeah.
Okay. So this looks like hugging. He winds up and hugs the tree, but smacks it.
He slides down.
That's funny. I like that.
Nice work, Landon.
Yeah.
Nice work.
I like
man.
it.
Thanks for submitting. Yeah, guys, feel free to animate along.
Animate
Okay, cool. Let's get that prompter up and let's get the third one in. We're doing good, making great time.
All right. Let's roll them. Promising sounds very difficult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hating.
Uh-oh.
What?
Wait a minute.
It's funny, but I don't think you guys can do that.
All right, we'll keep rolling. Snorting.
Wow.
It's very similar to coughing.
I don't. There's a joke in there.
Yeah.
there is. Healing. Should we keep rolling?
Yeah.
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 Unless someone has a
Can you imagine? You should draw a flower
Shading,
second
of
loading
course.
dock.
robbing. Oh, that might be a good one.
Robbing might be good.
Do we have enough time in 15 minutes to do robbing?
We'll do.
We can do a 20-minute one.
Give me 25 minutes. Well, that last
Or-
one.
I think
we
this
can
will be the
just-
last one.
So
Or we
robbing,
can, yeah.
it's like robbing a bank.
Yeah, or anything.
Okay.
So, how long you want this one to be, Carlos? Longer? If this is the last one, this is our third one.
Yeah. I don't
30
know.
minutes, or
He's like, yeah, I don't know. Look at her. She is going on. She's just laughing.
You want to just keep it at 15 minutes and see what we get?
yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'll keep it at
Yeah.
15.
Okay. So
All right.
sack robbing.
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 Flower sack robbing. All right, I'll let you guys get set up, and then chat. I have not forgot about you. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm going to scroll back up, and we're going to ask those questions, or please, once again, so Charlie can see them, ask your questions in all caps so I can see them. But I'm going to scroll back up. I know Corey Stisser had a good one. I know Scribbler had a question before too. Gabriel's in here now. If you have a question, feel free to ask. But let's go with the first one. Let's go back to Corey's question, and let's find it here. Okay, Corey has a art lifestyle type of question, and Corey's question is: do you guys ever experience burnout, and how do you deal with it? Let's start the questioning off tonight, or continue the questioning with Travis.
I sleep it off,
Yeah.
or drink heavily, or get high, or all three.
And when you come through, what happens?
Truth? Do you want truth?
I want truth. I do want truth.
I
Ooh.
when I hit a roadblock,
Mhm.
man, that's when I work harder.
Ah.
I mean, I put my bootstraps on, tie them up, and I just dig right in. It gets frustrating, but and sometimes I'll just, a bike ride is good. Exercise is great. Literally getting outside and running for 3 miles.
Yeah, so you subscribe to the reset, if you will.
Yeah,
right?
it's a reset. But when I hit those roadblocks, a lot of times I'll just draw for the sake of drawing and just get through. Like right now, I'm not even drawing. I'm just talking. I haven't even figured out what I'm going to do yet because
Yeah.
I've got that roadblock,
Cool.
and then I'm seeing it now while I'm drinking.
There you go. And drinking. So you're doing all three. Awesome. Hey, Ben, you're working on your own animation and a bunch of other stuff. You're developing an amazing tool in Callipeg. What do you do, and how do you deal with burnout, and what do you do when you get to those points in your life?
I'm not sure if I have some burnout because I can manage my time relatively well, I guess. Or
Okay.
I'm used to work like a lot, so when I'm on a video, I can forget to eat or that kind of stuff. So
Ooh, okay.
that's the biggest part of it, I guess, for me.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
But basically, I just have a break with some doodling, sketching with no really ambition, and that's why and that's how I can just relax and do some other stuff, because I'm not really into watching many movies or series, or I just relax with sketching, I guess.
Cool.
But changing my mind by going to another idea, and also I don't work only on animation, so that's also how I can go from editing to animating to illustrating to just community management. So I can switch activities. I guess it's a way to go.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think there's a commonality between the two things Travis and you said. Like, you guys both love to draw, love to sketch, and love what you do. But one of the things I think we do as artists, I do it a lot too, even with the type of work I do, is like you forget you can go and just do it because you're having fun, right? Like there's a lot of expectations with the artwork that you're making, and a lot of times like drawing just to draw and not any kind of like expectations with it could be a good way of resetting, besides going outside, doing something different. So those are two good pieces of advice. Thanks, guys. Carlos, and Jack, you can go ahead and jump in there too. What do you guys do to like counteract burnout?
I go check my mail and I take a look at all the bills and I say, suck it up.
Buttercup.
Yeah. Honestly, I just don't have time for burnout. And well, that's not true either, because you can't really pick when you get burnt out, but
right.
I kind of have to echo what these guys say. Like I'm so passionate about getting better at this stuff that I'm like, I grab my iPad and I go outside, honestly.
Nice.
And I try not to do client work, because I find that for as necessary as client work is, that's what burns me out more than anything, is client work. Yeah. And so I just kind of like step away from that and I do something for myself that's self-serving, I guess. Yeah.
No, that's good. What about you, Jack?
Yeah, I think all of that sounds about right. One thing I find that's helpful is consuming other forms of art. I find a lot of artists tend to, when we're looking for inspiration or stuff, you kind of only look at what you're working on. Like animators tend to just reference a lot of other animation or illustration art. But I find it really helpful to watch movies, go to art museums, read art books. I mean, look at poetry, music, stuff like that. There's so much other inspiration there, and it can sometimes kind of refresh a roadblock or kind of a writer's block type of thing that you might have. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just getting up and stepping away from it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. The reset is always a good thing. I'm still fascinated at the work that you work on, be it animation, be it 3D or whatever you're doing that's creative, how your eye looks at things differently when you walk away from it. Like I'm always like kind of looking forward to like the next morning, especially when you went to bed, like you've worked on something that you said, cool, it's in a great spot, I like it. And then like in the morning, I'm always like, as I'm walking toward the computer, like this is gonna look different, and you see it with a different set of lenses, if you will. So it's always cool too. Because then I was like, well, maybe it wasn't that bad,
That's a really good technique to make things better that don't really have anything to do with burnout. Is actually like, if you think you're done with something, go ahead and just leave it there and come back to it the next day, and you're going to see it with some fresh eyes, and you'll add things to it that you weren't thinking about when you were actually creating the piece.
Mm-hmm.
And then that way, go away. And then that way, like, things almost always get better if you give it some breathing room. Because you'll think about things, like if you put down a project. What am I trying to do? If you put down a project and you pick it up in the morning, there's that little bit of breathing room. The project is going to live in your brain whether or not you're working on it. And so what you want to do is just give yourself that little bit of time to let that project talk to you. And I know that sounds hella woo-woo, but it works.
Yeah.
Hello, what?
Hello, woo-woo.
That's only in the morning.
Cool.
She liked it.
Yeah, she liked it.
She's like, man. I don't know what she's watching. She's just going. She's You can imagine she's got the snort going.
We're at 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes.
No pressure.
Cool. Next question. Let's go back to the next question. This question's for Ben. Ben, are you guys considering adding keyboard and hotkey functionality in Callipeg? Is that possible?
I think it's possible. We didn't make anything about it now, but I guess since I have now a keyboard and I love editing with LumaFusion with my keyboard keys, so I guess we will add some kind of stuff like this, only to, for example, go from frame to frame with the dashes.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Yeah,
So I think it would come someday, but I don't really know how and when.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. All right, zooming back down. Let's see. Cool. Corey says Carlos. That's what he was referring to also with his question about burnout, referring to doing stuff for others. Yeah.
Me and a late friend of mine, we used to have this saying when we worked together. Scott Sidman, you guys knew him.
Yeah.
We said, we came up with this term. It was, I love what I do. I just hate who I do it for.
Wow. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
SCR, thanks for coming in. I see you there. Hello. Jean-Luc posted on Instagram, so he's been drawing along also. So we have to check that out too. So I see all the chat, guys. Yeah. I was thinking. Cool. We're at 6 minute mark, guys. The 6 minute mark.
Okay.
6 minute mark. Let's fix stuff accordingly.
What are we doing? Another 15-minute?
After this one?
No, is this one 15-minute?
Yeah, this one's yeah.
Okay. I'm hot trash. I'm only getting worse.
It's okay. The next one we could do 20 if we have time. Questions, guys. Was there any questions I missed? Hey, chat, talk to me. Any questions that I missed? I think I grabbed those two. We asked about Scribbler. We asked about the Callipeg question. Corey asked about burnout. Let's see here. She is really having a great time. Really having a great time.
Should I say something to her, guys? Should I just let her have her fun?
No, let her go. Someone's having a good time.
Wow.
Someone's having fun. Debbie Downer.
Ow.
Let her have her cake because I can't have it. Any other questions, guys, for the animating panel? Any questions? Let's see. So I think the synopsis was tonight. Are all of you guys doing your personal animating style is more straight ahead, right? Is anybody doing pose to pose?
I mean,
I've been trying to.
A combination of both. Like, how does that work? Because I want to talk about that more a little bit. We talked about timing, so now if we can kind of go a little bit deep on like those two different styles, and Travis, maybe you have an opinion about both of them, or maybe you use both of them in conjunction and not necessarily one or the other. What is your thoughts on those when you do?
I use when I was doing my live demo for the dialogue test. Dialogue, when it comes to things that you have to plan out. Obviously, you're gonna use dialogue is a great example of doing pose to pose.
Okay.
You're planning out your dialogue. You're figuring out the phrasing, and then you're going in and you're blocking it out and getting your loose rough timing going. When it comes to stuff like this, you can tend to go a little straight ahead, and it's a combination of straight ahead and pose to pose.
Okay.
Fast action shots lend itself to be able to do straight ahead style animation, especially it's going in and out of a camera. If you're coming into an action and out of an action, out of a lock shot, a lot of times you can have fun and go straight ahead to kind of block out your movement. It depends on the shot, depends on if it's dialogue, not dialogue. So those are my go-to, I guess, for rules if I do straight ahead or not.
Okay. What about you, Jack?
Yeah, I mean, I like blocking it out and keying it if I can, if it lends itself well to that. Like Travis said, if it needs to hit certain beats and needs to be timed really precisely. But there's some stuff that just inherently works way better like straight ahead. Like I find doing like effects animation, like clouds and puffs, dust puffs and stuff, it's just way easier and actually kind of a lot of fun to just start with, the ignition point and kind of following it all the way through to the end.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about it that way. That's cool. Yeah,
actually, I love doing effects animations just as like warm-ups because and it's not because they're easy, because they can be insanely difficult, but
right.
But they can be kind of relaxing and mindless if you let them. Like you can kind of just say, oh, okay, I'm going to make this fire or this liquid or whatever, and you kind of just slowly push it along its path, which is really, really nice. So I mean, if it's something that's naturally fluid anyway, it tends to work nicely with straight ahead. And the main reason I'm doing straight ahead in this exercise is just purely time limitations.
Okay, interesting. Ben.
Yeah, I guess
you said you were self-taught, right? Yeah. So you tend to do,
but it's a bit the same as Jack said.
Okay.
Just the straight ahead is better to make quick moves like I do here, and effects and everything. But for the turnaround, for example, I did some key poses of the face, the back, the two profiles, and making the in between after that from that references.
Oh wow!
So it depends of the action I'm animating.
Cool. And Carlos, what is your style? What do you do?
For me, it's the same as these guys. It depends on what I'm doing. Like I did this lava lamp for this animation that I'm doing. That it was way easier to keep control of everything. Animating straight ahead, but like if you have very important things happening in a scene, you might want to go pose to pose because you want to get your timing down, and then you fill in the rest of the things that are just not quite as important.
Oh, okay. So rule of thumb, 57 seconds. Rule of thumb, you don't.
Oh, geez, 57 seconds?
Yeah. You don't have to be confined to, I'll give you an extra minute. You don't have to be confined to like one section. Is that like maybe like a beginner's like, faux pas, if you will? Like you don't have to like, I only do this. This is the only thing I should do. You should be flexible into like doing what's totally best for the shot. Okay.
Yeah. And there's some people that are really good at straight ahead animation and handle your business. Do it that way. What you want to do is keep in mind that if you're working on a project, the way you do it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be successful. You need to focus on the delivery and whatever is going to get you there faster.
Oh, is that the timer?
Yeah. Give you another minute and then we'll go.
It's okay for me.
Yeah. So
I did the action sequence.
Nice. All right, another minute, guys. While we're waiting on that, while they're doing their finishing minute, give me another question, guys. Give me another question. Any other animation questions out there? We got some animators in here. We still got Corey here. Who else we got on here? Sleepy Roz, what's up? Thanks for coming by. I like the people that just jump in later. That's great. Thanks for coming in. Had a lot of different people come on tonight. It's been great. What else? Who else we got here? Gabriel, are you still here? Yeah. I don't think I got a question from you yet. Cool. Who's in here? Corey, Garage. Yeah, sweet. Awesome, guys. So this has been a great show this week. We're gonna do this again for sure. We have another great show coming up next week. The guys from All of It Now, they do experiential work at a high end. So you're gonna learn about that. It's what I do every day. But these guys are out of San Francisco. They're great. You know, if any of you guys have seen any of the like crazy live shows and whatever, there he is. Now we're officially done for you guys. Pencils down, fellas.
Yeah. I can't.
So they're really cool. So please check into that show next week. So guys, it's gonna be awesome.
If for no other reason than to find out what the hell that means.
Yeah, experiential, man. And all you guys have probably already experienced it. You see what I did? You see what I did there? Yeah, so it'd be great. I mean, if you've gone to any concert, if you've done any type of like interactable at an event or anything like that, you've seen it. If you've watched anything on TV, a live event of any kind with stuff that's happening in the background on screen, if you've seen any of the like esports type events and the like in camera AR type of cool effects they're doing where there's characters on the screen, if you seen any of those holograms that they were doing of like a bunch of the old school people that are no longer here at stuff, it's everything. It's AR, it's VR, it's visual effects, it's motion graphics, all wrapped up into a crazy industry. So we'll talk about that next week. Cool. Who wants to start first? Jack, you want to go?
I'll go because this was
Carlos,
a train wreck for me.
Carlos,
Yeah.
it's all you, buddy. Take it away.
Right.
What'd you do for the prompt was flour sack robbing.
I got it to crash.
Ooh.
Oops.
Oops.
Okay. I am not going to lie. I struggled my butt off.
What was the concept? What was your idea?
Robbing. He was going to walk with a big money bag, so we can do like a. Whoa.
I want to know what show it is. It's had ups and downs. It's had humor.
Hold on, Chocho. Chocho. We've been hearing you laugh the entire time. We're in live, and so thousands, probably millions of people have been watching you, listen to you laugh.
No,
At least millions. But what's the show that you were laughing at hysterically? We have to know.
the chat wants to know.
What show is it?
Oh, I think it was Kim's something.
What? You don't even know the name of the show?
That's awesome.
Great.
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
In Toronto or
It's in Toronto. It's with an Asian family that runs a convenience store.
They're
It's
talking about Concho.
Kancho'd. Oh, they're talking about Kancho'd. Okay, does anyone know what
This
Kancho'd
is
is?
great. No,
No.
Because I do, and I actually was
Concho'd.
Kancho'd. I was Kancho'd by one of my Japanese friends.
Eyes
It is.
popped out.
Yeah, my eyes literally popped out. I was leaving their house. My best friend's wife is Japanese, and she said, as we were leaving the house, she goes, Kancho! And all I felt was two fingers going up my butt through my pants.
Whoa.
And I'm like, what just happened? And she's like, Kancho! You don't know Kancho?
wow.
And I'm like, no. And it's a Japanese thing. It's basically taking two fingers and like Kanchoing somebody up their butt when they're not.
Yo, this is
Yeah,
great.
It's in anime.
Apparently, the Japanese haven't heard of the Me Too movement.
When I said Kancho, goes, oh, I know what Kancho is. I was like, what? You know what
Wait.
Kancho is?
So now that we know what it is, why is it a thing?
Why is octopus porn a thing? Why is anything a thing?
Wait a minute.
Here we go.
Is that a thing?
Tentacle, yeah.
Hell yeah, it is.
Porn?
In anime,
Tentacle porn?
Yeah.
What?
Are you serious?
What?
Shut up, Carlos. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Yeah, that's a staple.
No, you are not.
No, you're not.
No, for real.
Yeah, that's
Jack,
the thing.
Jack, educate this man, please.
So
It's mainly in like, well, it's not anime. It's not anime. It has its own name.
It started off.
Yeah.
A photographer made it popular. A particular photographer made it popular.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it started off.
I heard this before. Yeah.
And it became a thing.
Yeah.
It's a fetish.
It's a thing.
okay,
It's a thing.
that's
It's
Okay.
that would
Kancho'd!
Be the theme of the next show, I guess.
Yeah, yes, right, Ben? Like, okay. Well, it had to be something that was making her laugh so much.
that would explain some of the movies that Jared had.
Yes. That's what I'm wondering. You would. I figured you would know this already. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
for
Whole
real,
sections of movies. Yes.
It's a very strange thing, even for me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Even for Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Oh
And
my!
I don't mind strange. Anyway, let's get.
So you're gonna do what?
Get this shit over with.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had my turn off onion skinning. So I had my dude carrying a big bag of cash, and then he was going to be sneaking away.
Oh.
And yeah, but
I like that. Yeah, that one.
I love the pudding.
The elongated like leg there. That one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. But it took me way too long.
But then you could
go.
copy these, right, and start to try to get a. That could help out too, right? Like, and then yeah. Oh, okay. It's like tiptoeing, like sneaking away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get a cycle going and use the transform tools.
Long Arm said the show is called Kim's Convenience.
Oh,
Oh, you found it?
Oh, is
I'm
that
gonna
a
have to look
thing?
this show up. That's what she's watching.
I think I have seen that show.
Jeepers.
I think I have seen that show. It's like a, yeah,
Interesting. All right.
yeah, it's
All right,
a regular
who's
show,
next?
but like she's funny.
Concho.
Next one up, it's Jack. Jack. Let's see
Jack.
All right. So we've got. He sneaks in with the fork and he robs the milk carton. I didn't.
Did he shake him? Yo, he didn't. That's not robbing. He didn't give him a chance to give him what he wants.
He just pokes him in the back. He's about to get out.
Startled. Okay.
The milk just got conchoed.
He
He
just
did. He did. So here we go. Concho.
Jack, you should have you just poke him really quick and just have little leakage happening.
I know. I didn't get done with it. There's so much more I could do with this milk jug.
I bet. That's awesome.
But anyway, that was that.
All right, Ben. Let's see what you got, Ben.
Yeah. So do you see?
Ben has like a Michael Bay movie over here, so let's watch it.
It's more like kung fu stuff with cascades and stunts.
Ooh.
So it has to charge. But
Yo, did he
it's
run
full time.
into the to the counter? Oops.
And, I enjoyed like doing the arms up.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
the arms up
I
are
like
good.
it.
So yeah, it's my
That's
first
adorable.
gun rubbing animation, I guess.
Yeah.
But my flower sacks looks more like a chicken, I guess. Like
Oh, yeah, it does a little bit.
a
It
big,
goes to show you how versatile the flour sack is.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like a chicken that like ran away from the oven.
Oh,
That's it.
Gabriel, what was it? Food fight or something? The
Sausage
Yeah.
fest.
Oh yeah,
Sausage party.
Yeah.
sausage party. Yeah.
Sausage party. Yeah. Awesome. This is great.
So yeah, I had some struggle with the timing a bit because on this part here, this frame in particular was too long at the start, so I had to make it two frames long. And now the cycle is pretty good, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it was kind of difficult to find the right speed and the right timing. So yeah, that was the challenge.
I love the fact that bounced off the poof.
I know. I like he's like, I got this, and then he like rolled too much and was like, whatever. Here, stick it
Yeah,
out.
that's it. Like boom, yeah, it's a rub.
Yeah, just put your hands up. You never saw anything. Cool. Yeah, great job. Did we get it? Did we get everybody?
Nope.
Travis.
You didn't do
it was
Travis.
you. Okay,
Birthday
cool.
boy.
Travis.
Oh,
you were all good.
Drawn his chicken. There you go.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
There's
All right, let's see what you got. Okay, he's blurring it out. He's like,
let me erase that.
oh
man, he's going
All right,
in on that lady's
so-
purse.
So, it's a purse.
Damn, son.
Looks like a little handbag. He gets all up in her face.
Break yourself, fool.
Give me the purse. Give me the purse.
Why the why is the flower sack a darker color? I'm just kidding.
Wow.
For a second, I was
So
like, yeah,
sorry.
why?
The point of the story.
You know what it looks like to me? It looks like
It
I wanted
looks like
to-
racial appropriation.
it looks like not a purse. It looks like a envelope of and the winner is. Don't you say it.
Yeah.
Don't you dare tell him it's La La Land. Tell him right. Say it right.
This is great, Travis. I love it.
Oh, what I was gonna say is, if you want to color something quick and easy,
Yeah.
once you have the layer above, they are trying. I mean, Ben can contest with this. The color tool isn't as intuitive as it needs to be yet. For me personally, because if you double click, you can make color layers, and if you do a nice clean solid line and you double click on the layer below, let's say, so right now,
let's show that one. Yeah, I'm gonna see how this goes.
So
I'll go on how to color.
do this real quick. So
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna hide this, so that's not there, and then I'm gonna go up to the top layer, and I'm gonna go over here. See on the actual layer itself.
Mm-hmm.
I click the little icon that has the 3 lines in it,
Right.
and I'm going to go copy, duplicate that layer, but duplicate it with blank frames. So then you can take that and put it below it. And then from there, if you wanted to, let's find something that might have some kind of contained line. You can go in and let's say I'm going to pick a yellow-ish color, and I can take a single finger and I can do a double click. And then this little thing, see that right there?
Oh, that's cool.
Allows me to, because I don't have a solid line, it's trying to find the transparency.
Yeah.
It's trying to find where it can contain itself within it. So let's go to a new thing real quick. I'm going to get out of this, and I'm going to go to something new. And this is just really cool because
this is cool.
if you draw something, let's say I'll get the pencil in here, and we just want to by the way, the double click on the pen, I'm really in love with the iPad pencil. I feel like it's in a lot of ways better than the Wacom pen in many ways.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So basically you go in here and you say, okay, I'm going to do a blank frame, and then I'm going to scroll it up a little bit. I'm going to put this below it. All right, now I have a solid line. I can now, on that layer underneath, I can go ahead and let's say we'll make it blue. I can double click with a finger, boom, boom. And depending on see how it's going into
to the edge.
Into the because it's got that sort of anti-alias thing going on.
Right.
As you bring this in, it'll actually bleed into the line itself, and then you let it go. And it remembers it, and then you can go ahead and you can change it to a different color. You can go do red, and I go, okay, I'll do red there.
Oh.
So it remembers what action I did previously.
Yeah.
So then I can change the colors like that. Now, Ben, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out because I'm putting together a tutorial that will be through Creature Art Teacher, which is Aaron's website, which is going to be a Callipeg paid tutorial. You're going to pay for that tutorial. But what you're getting is you're getting me taking you through the process of animating from storyboard to animation and using Callipeg.
Nice.
Yeah, and so basically for the color part, when you double tap to fill a zone, it will be affected by any line of the shot. So if you have two layers of line, for example, the head and the body, you can have only one color layer and double tap, and it will fill the entire pixels visible. So it's also a good way to not have many colors layers.
Oh, that's how you do it. So that's how you get the shading. Okay.
We are seeking to find some optimization we can have for this. Maybe add a real bucket tool one day. We have to see if we want to do this, how we can design it. So that's a good way to improve the app. Also to be able to change the colors of a line, for example. So to choose a color and to just say okay, the red becomes blue. So it is possible technically, but we still don't know how to do it and how to design it well for the app. But I think there will be improvement on this part also.
Yeah, it would be great later on, like if you have multiple frames that you've already colored and you want to mask change all the colors at once.
Yeah.
If there's a way to grab all of the frames and change the colors at one singular time.
Yeah, I think it could be a list of the colors, and you can just change them at any time. I think it would be that way.
And Travis, how are you building up shading with this way of coloring and filling?
Well, here I'll open up because I just happen to have this particular one. So you can see that is my illustration that I did in Callipeg. And if you look
that you get for free if you sign up for the mailing list on sketch2animate.com.
But you can see all of my layering. See the transparencies. Because right now, because Callipeg doesn't yet and will have, hopefully, and Ben can say yay or nay to this, effects tools like blurs, Gaussian blur, different effects that are typical in a lot of software programs. I basically said, I want this effect. I've got to do it manually. I've got to do it this way. So I do use a lot of transparencies and blending. Also having fun with experimenting with the tool sets that they have here, where you can alternate the line. Right, I can make it thinner here. If I turn it off, it'll just be a solid line. If I turn it on, it'll be a thick and thin, depending on how I want it to have it. Then you have pressure controls for it. So if I want to have it light, I can have it lighter. So then now if I go back into my pencil, and let's say I'll go into another frame over here, just so I'm not screwing this up. Take that off. Then that pencil, let's go a little bit bigger. So now that pencil is, it has a gradient on it. Even though this is solid, now it's got a gradient. Now I love really what they've been doing. Melanie and those guys have been working on really trying to make these brushes really nice and intuitive. And I mean, look at that. That's to me, that is really cool. It's a beautiful brush to work with, or especially when you want to do a quick gesture. And and you can just go into it, right?
Right.
So it's, I don't know, it's just nice. It's really, really, really nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Great. This is great. Thanks for showing that. Thanks. Cool.
Do we have another prompt?
Look at him. Hungry.
What time is it? Do we got time for one more or a smaller one? Or what do you want to do?
22. Why is Apple Pencil better than Wacom Pen in your opinion?
I think it's because of the tilt.
Pressure sensitivity. I feel like it's
internal.
It's the pencil along with the app. It's with the iPad that makes it what it is. I mean, you can't have one without the other. Yeah. Just like you can't have the Wacom Pen without the Wacom tablet. I mean, there's just something about the way probably the weight of it. It's psychological, but if you put the two pencils together, all right, let me unshare. so I can show this. And mind you, I'm a fan of both, so I use both. In my world, they all exist. They all coexist, and they work well together. The same with TV Paint and Callipeg. They harmoniously, to me, they work well together. If you feel the weight of this and feel the weight of this feels like a pencil. It has the density and they're being smart. Psychologically, it feels like a pencil. It's got that pencil nib feel. The only difference is it doesn't have what this has. Is it has the eraser, right? Which we all love. But I've gotten used to the actions that the iPad has, which is the double tap. I love this double tap. Now, the double tap to me might be as frustrating as, let's say, the touch sensitivity on the Wacom. Some people like it, some people hate it. I like it. Every now and again, though, I'll nervously double tap it, and I'm erasing rather than drawing, and that gets frustrating. But I don't mind it. Once I've gotten used to that double tap, I can just keep drawing. Go doop boop.
Oh, I think I didn't know that.
And I think that's why they did that. That's not like you're gonna see my face, but I read an article somewhere or saw a video somewhere where they were talking to some of the Apple folks, and they said that that the double tapping of the pen or the pencil, whatever, is more efficient than actually flipping the pencil over and erasing and then flipping.
I can see that. The time it takes. That makes sense.
Yeah. So that was a pretty cool little because at first I was like that too. I was like, man, this don't have
Where's
any
the eraser?
And someone answered why they made that business decision, which made a lot of sense to me.
Cool.
And also in Callipeg itself, you can just press a finger on the canvas, and it will switch from the eraser to the brush. So for example, for my
which
pen,
is even faster.
on my pencils, there is no double tap because it's the first generation. So I can just draw and tap and go to the eraser that way.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Which is really cool too. That's a neat little tip. Here, I'm gonna.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
For Ben.
Oh, let me get through this. This is gonna take like 30 seconds to show. I'm gonna create a new layer. So let's say, well, actually, no, we can do it here. Let's say I wanted to squash and stretch this guy. I can actually click up here to get the manipulation tool is not the right word, but like if I wanted to scale this, you see how it gets all squash and stretchy, but if I tap with my finger, it retains the proportions. So that's a neat little thing that happens too. All right, that's it. Go for it.
Cool. Yeah.
So basically, Ben, these are things that we're constantly, just so you know, we're all on Discord with Ben and Damien and Melanie all the time. I think the biggest thing, the most common thing is questions is export capabilities, import capabilities. I know you mentioned it earlier before, but having the ability to bring in sound, and also exporting, I think importing sound, exporting PSD sequences, or importing PSD sequences will be a game changer in terms of being able to interchange between different softwares from desktop to Callipeg, so that you can work more efficiently on the go. What is the likelihood of seeing those export imports for that, and also importing sound?
So the first step is video import, and then we are going to work on the sound. I think it will take a bit more time because it has its own design. Do we have the waveform? How does it work? Do we have the scrubbles and everything? But it will be the next step. So I think in the upcoming months, several months, it could be available. But first of all, we have to test the video import. And for the export, we are trying to see how to implement some JSON file, so we can export to like After Effects, and it will take the layers and the frames and the timing and put it the same way in another software. So it could work potentially with different scripts on maybe Toon Boom, TV Paint, OpenToons to make the bridges between the different softwares. But if you can switch to my screen, maybe I can show you quickly the video import.
Oh yeah, real quick.
Yeah, go for
Like
it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Exclusive stuff. So I go to the beta.
Awesome, whatever that was.
Yeah, it's not from me. It's from the Line Studio. It's a bike ad with awesome animation I want to analyze on my channel. So if you see here, I can go to import into files, and I just click on it, and you will see how fast it is. Boom!
Ooh,
that's a 1 minute
awesome.
full HD video.
It's the best
And I
lantern I've
can
ever seen.
Go to it, and I can just add some layers. And what I want to do is to draw over that, so to show the different animations. So for example, I can go here, and I can show people like you can see here the posing, and I can flip to another image. So that basically the import video, and it makes
amazing.
Is that on our beta now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So
it is.
that's coming out now for us.
Yeah.
For
Update
the
your
beta
beta.
testers, yeah.
Update your beta, and it's in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. That's
really awesome.
I'm not sure if it's already released as a beta for every beta testers, but I have it now because Damien just pulled it out like a few hours ago. But
Well,
I
I
think
better
it will
get
be
it
available
before
for
they
you in a day maybe. So yeah, that's basically it. And you can split and you can move things around in the video, but you can't draw in the video because it's just a clip, and it will like if I go here, it will ask the iPad to go to that frame and put the image. So you don't have to have a download time. It just you put it, and whenever you go to a frame, it will ask for the frame in your file. So that's basically it, and I really love the fact that I can just show the structure of a shot really easily.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to.
That's really cool.
Can you
to go to public.
change the opacity?
Sorry?
Can you change the opacity of the video?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Nice. This is so cool.
So a lot of my students are really, because I teach, they all, most of them have downloaded and gotten the app. But they're like, hey, we want to be able to import and export, JPEG sequences or those types of things right now. So having that capability of importing a video now is great, especially for me as a teacher, wanting to grab their stuff, throwing it into Callipeg, and then doing a draw over for them.
That'd be great.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I will do for my videos and the challenges. I just take the videos and film the iPad from the top and show people like you can do this, you can squat and everything. So as a teacher, it would be great.
Cool.
That's really nice.
So yeah, that was the beta testing part.
Yeah. Cool. That's awesome. Thanks for showing that off. Cool. All right, guys. This is great. Do
you have questions from people?
I don't think we have any more questions. I was just looking while you guys were talking to make sure we're all good. We're all caught up on questions. I think that'll be a wrap.
They're all like sleeping.
No, you know what they're saying right now? They're like, "Oh, that's really cool." They're really liking the video.
Yeah.
The video. What was that video again?
The video I showed, it's from the Line, and it's for the brand ISO. IZZO.
Cool.
So it's a bike ad, but with awesome anime style animation, and it's really great to watch with awesome background.
And it's just a commercial.
It's a 1 minute commercial, and there is epic fights. So it's really great.
That's so
cool.
Fun.
Awesome. That's great. All right, Carlos. Turn it back over to you. That was fun.
Right.
I'm drawing.
Right. I want to I want to
Okay.
finish mine. I will be finishing mine, as a matter of
Sweet.
fact. So yeah, hopefully. What about the animation I shared on Instagram? Did you tag Sketch Zone, Jean-Luc? If you did, I will check it right now, and we can repost it. And same for you, Landon. I know you've been animating too. Jack has it. We can post your animation up there
We'll
too.
repost that too. Thanks for
Yeah.
animating with us tonight, guys. Thanks for everybody
Yeah.
being on the chat. It was great.
It was nice.
Yeah. it
And
was awesome.
so, yeah, hopefully you got a really good look at what they're doing with the Callipeg app. It's legit. It really is. And what's crazy is it's 4 people.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
young
yeah. And just to let you guys know, because I know that there was some people that were asking on my channel about like buying Callipeg and all this stuff. There's their price structure is pretty amazing actually. It's either 99 cents a month, $10 a year, or $50 for the life of the app. So if you're
That's
not
awesome.
completely convinced, it's only going to cost you 99 cents to check it out. And yeah, I mean, they got a small team, and I know I'm feeling pretty good about myself that we got in on the beta and helping these guys out. Especially since a lot of my career was like beta testing stupid apps for banks and stupid stuff it was completely boring. So now I get to actually do what I have been doing and still follow basically what I've wanted to do since I was a kid, making cartoons and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah, give it a look. Callipeg on Instagram. Well, I'll let Ben do that, but yeah, if you're interested at all at following up on this, I know I have a tutorial up. I know Ben and the Callipeg team has a tutorial up. I know Travis is coming out with a tutorial.
Working on a tutorial. Yep.
So yeah, we're trying to do our best at making sure that these guys are successful. So please check them out. It's amazing what they've gotten, how far they've gotten with the resources that they have. With that being said, Ben, is there anything that you would like to say about Callipeg and features and where to find Callipeg and your channel and all that stuff? Give everyone the lowdown on all the wonderful information that you have.
Yeah, so basically you can go watch the tutorial on the Callipeg channel on YouTube. There is a full 40 minutes. We just also released the Japanese version of it, so Japanese audio and subtitles, and
Nice.
The Chinese version will come also.
Nice.
So
Congratulations on that.
yeah, and we have as I said earlier, we have now a public Discord, so people can go there and share their work and give feedbacks and everything. So I can maybe give you the link to the Discord.
Cool.
It's just a public invitation.
Yeah, and we can put it in the description of the video too.
Yeah, so I will give you that. So
Cool.
I can copy it to the chat, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, please.
If they let you. Otherwise, just send it to me and I'll send it.
Nice. So yeah, that's basically it, and we are really happy to see all the work already done with Callipeg, and many people are starting to share the animation.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. For those of you that don't know, poor Ben woke up at 4 o'clock. He lives in France. He woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning just to come hang out with us and do the shenanigans. So
Yeah, thanks so much.
thanks, Ben, again.
Welcome.
And thank you for waking up early. Thank the team for all of your hard work. All that good stuff.
Thank you for having us on the show and talking about Callipeg. It's really great because there are some good feedbacks also about the podcast. So it's great.
Awesome. Cool. All right. How about you, birthday boy?
I'm drawing an owl.
Dude, stop.
Yeah. Flexing.
What are you talking about? This is Callipeg, brother. Look how awesome! I'm in one pencil.
I'm done.
Look at that.
Awesome.
I love it.
I'm gonna go do math.
No, this is what I'm talking about. Like how easy it is just to sit here and doodle. I love using the iPad so much.
What brushes are you using?
I'm just using literally the pencil.
Yeah.
And I've got my own little, addition to the color mix, and I've adjusted the things the way I want it, and I just go in and I can just, like right now I have a transparency on this one. Actually, I can knock that down a little bit, erase that. I'll make this a little darker, and then right here I'm just going to be going in looking for places that I want to put a nice shadow tone in.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude.
I love the pose, the shape of it.
Yeah, it's a nice shape, and of course I would animate. I'll end up animating something like this, but and it's just really fast that you can get in here and just do the things that you want to do, and even in transparency highlights, I can go in and kind of go in and hit light areas too if I want to. There you go. Fun little owl.
Yeah, thanks. I almost threw my Callipeg across the room.
Awesome.
Here.
My Callipeg does not act like that.
That's great. I love the green. I love the green eyes. It's a good touch.
Was it green?
It's great.
Is it green?
I love the green eyes.
Okay, I literally did not know it was green.
Yo, but they work.
Okay.
Good.
See, there you go. I thought it was more of a yellow, but it looks more green.
The eyes are yellow, but the shading
The feet are yellow. They're more of a yellow.
Oh, good. That's a good cosign. I got Scribbler to say, yeah, that HB pencil in there is nice. My fave.
Yeah, the HB pencil is pretty dope. So it definitely feels, and this is the other thing about Callipeg, if I can say, they really listen to artists. They I've known all of them for a few years now, and the only reason I jumped on board was because they were making this, and because I have a relationship with Lise and Benjamin and Melanie. I was like, whatever you guys are doing, I want to be a part of it, because they're just such a fun collaborative group, and they're young, they're hungry, they want to make something happen, and they really love animation. And
hungry in a good way.
No, yeah, in a great way. Listen, like I said, hey, look, I think you need these kind of brushes, these pencils. And Melanie, I showed it to him, and Melanie sends me a bunch of stuff. And she says, hey, how do these look? Is this what you're thinking? And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Wow.
Boom, done. And it's nice to know that I helped in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you helped. Yeah.
Hey, now that I'm thinking about it, Travis, can you do me a favor? Just add a layer on top of that one and show if that owl was a flour sack, where would the flour sack be?
Oh, okay. So let's see here. Let's knock that down a little bit. Let's knock that down a little bit. If this was the flour sack,
Jean-Luc said, "Hungry like a wolf."
Exactly.
Give me a second. I'm just getting this. Okay, flour sack.
One of the great things with the flower sack is the flexibility of it. Like you can do torsions and everything. It's really nice to learn the volume, I guess.
I'll hide that.
Wow.
Essentially, the flour sack is somewhere in here.
Yeah.
That's
And that's why And that's why it's a really good exercise to use the flour sack.
Flour sack, yeah.
All you have to do, like if you added some arms to that, you have a person. You add some wings, you have an owl. You have, and
cool.
it's just a wonderful exercise to.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It is what it is. Oh, you know what? We're less than 20 minutes away to D-Day.
Don't worry, we can fill 20 minutes in no time.
Ben must be tired.
No, he got a nice long. His day's just starting. What are you talking about?
Did you sleep at all?
Yeah. I slept 5 or 6 hours, so it's fine.
Like, that's okay. I don't sleep. I'm 20.
I'm a machine.
Yeah, did you guys know how young that guy is? Man, I hate him.
All right. Hey, Jack. While he's doing that, why don't you... Oh, actually, no. Birthday boy.
What?
YouTube.com/ Did you get your domain name yet? Or your custom YouTube name yet?
What are you talking about?
Oh, we'll talk in the morning.
Oh, dude, I have no idea about
you.
this custom stuff.
Yeah.
Carlos is showing me that I am the young Padawan, and when it comes to YouTube. All I know is like, hey, I've gotten so many people subscribing. Well, that's really good. What does that mean? Is that good? I have no idea.
Yeah. It took Travis 3 months to do what it took me almost a year to do.
Come on.
No, I'm being serious. It's just, yeah. It's just really cool to see you like actually doing it and getting it done and being consistent, which is the number one thing. Being consistent.
Well, when you have somebody like, again, people ask me the reason why I got an animation. My brother, I saw him do it, and I said, "Why can't I do it?" Remember, we had the discussion. I was like,
"Yeah,
nothing better than an older brother to kind of like knowing that I'm competitive too, to kind of like instill that competitiveness in me. Even though he's not competitive, I was like, well, if he can do it, I can do it.
Right. That's the second born thing.
I struggle every day.
Flour
sack.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, if you go to Sketch to Animate, TO Animate, and then you'll see all the links and stuff. And please find Travis on YouTube and subscribe to his channel. He's got like he gets on at least twice a week, and he's literally working on a show, and so you get to watch it. You get to watch it as it's happening. It's really cool stuff.
Is it? I don't know.
Oh, shut your mouth.
I said today, guys, give me harsh criticism. Because I can take it. So just somebody be mean to me. And they said, well, if you could talk less. I'm like, okay, that's good. That's a good one. And then somebody brought up, well, maybe you should watch your brother's tutorials. I was like, oh, yes, that's even better. I love it. Watch my brother's tutorials.
For the record, they are really good. I got a couple of them.
I'm not mad.
Hey, Jack. If people are trying to find your wonderful artistic endeavors online, where can they find you?
Mainly, I'm on Instagram, Sketchbook Jack. That's where.
By the way, I'm a big fan of Jack's. Just FYI.
I appreciate that.
He's a good one. He's a good one.
I kind of love
him. Cool. Yeah, I was hoping you would go for a couple more minutes because we're trying to get the happy birthday thing happening.
I really appreciate you guys staying up for this. Thank you. Making me feel less lonely. Listen, I had this whole thing planned out, as many people have across the world for their birthdays. I was buying tickets for my best friend in California to fly up with his family. I was buying tickets for my son and his girlfriend to fly up. Thankfully, I don't have to spend any money. The good side. The good side. The bad side is like my entire family was flying. Aaron was flying out. The whole crew, Nick and all of his partner was flying out too to come out and stay with me for a week. And it was just going to be just a animation nerdy drunken fest of brotherly love, and it's not happening. So I was a little upset.
But when this quarantine thing is over and you do start having people showing up, it looks like me and Jack will be checking the mailbox for our invitations.
Oh, you know what? You guys are in the same time zone.
That's
so
right.
There's no excuses.
That's right.
You know how easy it is to fly up to Seattle from there? So easy and cheap.
Yeah.
Just saying, guys.
Awesome.
We're ready.
All right.
Invite waiting.
No,
I got plenty of room, but just one bathroom, just FYI.
that's okay. I poop in the woods. Hey, Charlie.
Look, there's your flour sack, guys. Flying flour sack.
A flying flour sack. Boom. See?
Twists.
And that's what
and turns.
That's what everyone wants to grow up to do right there.
Twists and turns. That scribbler guy, he can draw some scribbles.
Yeah. Scribbler can get down.
He can do a lot of scribbles.
Yeah, he's pretty bananas.
I saw his little Callipeg, his little crapping out his little alien, his little guy with a laser gun, shooting at things and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that today too.
It's all right.
Yeah, he's all right. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, what up?
Why don't you tell the people where they can find you online?
You can find me at my website, cargocollective.com/Charlie B. Williams. New site on the way. Working on it now. You can find me on Instagram at CharlieBW3. You can also check out the Pinterest page, almightypinterest.com/CharlieBW3. Check it out. Get it in your life.
Beautiful.
You do like just sort of a ringtone for me with that voice of yours.
A ringtone. Wow.
Travis. It's Carlos.
Travis can't make it to the phone right
Carlos
now.
is calling you, Travis. Come on, pick it up.
And I'm going to copy this because, Landon, we would be lost without you. Here is the link to... I'm going to drop the link to the Discord.
The Discord. Check it out.
Why can't I copy it properly? Here we go. Okay. And then I promise after this, I'm going to get through. There you go. That's the Discord server. I am Carlos. You can find me at Coconut Justice pretty much everywhere. Twitter, damn YouTube. Do me a favor. Go to youtube.com/coconutjustice and I will make a tutorial on how to get your personal YouTube URL. So then that way we can pass that to my man Travis. This dude is doing all kinds of work and not even doing it right. So.
Oh man,
wow.
Don't even get me started. I still can't figure out how to get my end credits on the live streams. Some reason it's not working. Oh, and did you notice that this morning I had 5 minutes of no audio and people finally was like, "Hey, I can't hear you."
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, Lauren was texting me. Lauren was texting me saying, "Yo, your boy don't have any audio." I was like, I'm walking. I'm in the streets.
He'll figure it out. He's a big boy.
By the time I got home, you had already figured it out. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this is Sketch Zone, sketch.zone. Obviously, if you're watching this, you're watching us on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. We're trying to do a lot more of this stuff too. We're gonna have the special guests and stuff, but then if we can if we can do little exercises like this, bring on professionals that, you know, like we hang out with folks that get things done. We got Callipeg, we got like some Disney folks, we got all kinds of stuff happening. So get that in your life. Subscribe, hit the little bell, and then that way every time we come out with something, you'll be alerted. We have to kill 8 minutes. Do we really want to try to kill 8 minutes?
No, you don't have to kill 8 minutes, dude. Like, I remember we were like talking up a storm the other day. What happened to that?
No, that's just it. Like we can totally fill up 7 minutes.
You getting tired? What?
No, but it's not about me. That's the thing. Like we got people on this squad that have real jobs.
Oh, Jack. That's right.
Jack, Johnny,
I'm here too.
Ben.
Yeah.
Apparently
Like
Jack
literally the majority of the people on this panel.
It's
Charlie
2
has
a.m. It's 2 a.m. for me, so yeah.
Charlie has a job. Well, what time? What? Where are you at,
I'm in
Charlie?
Chicago.
What?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
What?
Thank you so much for doing this.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, son.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, so go ahead and get that in your life. We'll hang out with Travis for his birthday for the first couple minutes of his birthday, but we're going to stop doing this to you guys so you guys can go get some rest.
You don't have to force yourself on this. It's okay.
Everyone have a good week.
Okay, I'll send this.
Oh,
What?
Okay.
Wow.
See you
she's gonna
guys.
Send Travis
it listening
Blaze
from the
a
whole,
text
whole time?
message. Birthday for the first couple seconds. No, don't send this.
What's going on?
Maybe every birthday, when you said birthday, it's like, okay, birthday, I have to send something. Could be it.
Yeah.
The NSA wants to happy birthday you, Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're watching.
All right, everybody. Have a good week.
See
Have a
you,
good one.
everybody.